This is a continuation of the practice called Harnessing Power for Healing Ourselves and Others. There was a short, about a 10-minute intro with lots of good information about connecting with the solar plexus chakra, Manipura, and I hope that you will take a moment to watch that. This is part 2 of Harnessing Power for Healing Ourselves and Others through the solar plexus, the third chakra, Manipura. So we're going to do some postures that will activate and bring awareness and energy to this seat of our power, our self-expression, our confidence, and boost us to be able to use our power for good during this time of crisis, during this time when everyone is worried and needs to focus on healing for themselves in order to be able to offer it out to others. So please join me on the mat, coming into tabletop position. And feel free to put a blanket underneath your knees if your knees are tender. Find a way to align hands, spread the fingers wide, wrist, elbow, shoulders, all in a nice direct line of energy as we press into Mother Earth. Take a moment and put the tops of the feet comfortably on the mat. Taking a moment to check to see if your knees are underneath your hips, hips in line with the whole spine to the crown of your head. Throw from the root chakra all the way up through the spine to the crown of the head. Connecting that energetic line, bringing awareness as you begin to take a few breaths into the solar plexus area, just below the diaphragm and above the navel. Couple breaths, just bringing awareness and energy. Keep your neck long and feel that energy grounding you into Mother Earth as you connect with your seat of power, the solar plexus energy. The color is yellow. The song or the chant is Ram, Ram. Just feel yourself grounded here. Begin to just rock forward and back a little bit on all fours. Just beginning to arrive. Taking time to sense yourself here, becoming present in this moment. Maybe wag your tail a little bit. Yeah, wag the tail a little bit. Look over one shoulder as you wag your tail in the opposite direction. Slowly come through center. Wag your tail or send your hip in the other direction and look over the opposite shoulder. Just back and forth, nice and slowly. Inhaling through the center, exhaling to the side. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side. And then slowly come back to center. Let's take a moment, inhale and exhale. Nice long spine, nice long neck, crown of the head moving straight in front of you. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. And with each breath, bring awareness to nurturing that solar plexus, the seat of personal power. Let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, and lift the chin. Belly reaches toward the earth, and then exhale, send that navel chakra toward the back, toward the spine. Drop the chin toward the chest, press the hands into the earth, press the feet into the earth, and really breathe into that solar plexus. Exhaling here, and then on your own, flow through a few cats and cows. Inhaling, chin lifts, chest lifts, heart opens, tailbone lifts. Exhale, opposite, stretch for the spine, contracting. Drop the crown of the head. See if you can let the top of your head begin to reach toward the earth as the navel reaches toward the spine. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And once more on your own breath, inhaling, rocking through this if you'd like, and then exhaling. Good. Tucking the toes under, rocking back and forth a few times. preparing to come up to standing. So we're going to rock forward, and next time we rock back, walk the hands a little bit, one at a time, toward the knees, toward the legs. And when you reach that point where you comfortably can, lift the lower legs off the earth, continuing to look straight down at your mat, and very slowly begin to lift the hips, stretch the arms, stretch the torso toward the thighs. And keep the knees soft, and just walk the dog a little bit. Modified downward facing dog, kind of close to the body, just to support us to stretch out the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, the heels, the arches, and to lift those hips. Let the upper body fold toward the lower body, kind of cascading all the energy. Anything you're carrying in the upper body, in the shoulders, neck, or head, just letting that release on the exhale. Engaging the navel lock, breathing into the solar plexus, Manipura chakra. Waking up and bringing that golden light into your body, letting the solar plexus spread that light throughout your body. And then as you feel ready, rise up as far as you comfortably can onto the balls of your feet, the metatarsals, stretch the toes a little bit, and then bend the knees and slowly walk hands toward knees, knees toward hands, and just come into a very gentle ragdoll here, making our way up to standing. Hips are lifted, but the knees are nice and bent, generously bending them. Elbows are being cradled each by a hand, crown of the head, and again you can assist yourself here by taking your hands and just doing a little massage on the back of the neck or the shoulders to allow yourself to really be releasing thoughts, any negative thoughts, any thoughts that you would like to release, just sending them out on the exhale. Giving yourself a little nurturing, soothing through the head and scalp and hair. Maybe a little forehead massage, eyes. Just see what feels good to you. And then as you feel ready, rock back and forth. Release the hands to the earth. Bend the knees again very generously, almost as if you're going to sit in a chair. Bring the pelvis underneath and slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Big shoulder roll, shoulders down the back. Inhale, exhale, hands to the heart center. Take a moment to pause. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, supporting the area both above and below that solar plexus. Coming to a place of stillness, reflecting on any intention that you may have for today. A couple possibilities for the Manipura chakra for the solar plexus are, I am following my own guidance. I am making decisions that are right for me and safe for me. I am accessing my power for the good of myself and others. Something that you make up yourself that allows you to feel connected to that source of power that comes from the sun all the way down into us and nurtures our solar plexus. So take a moment to decide what your intention is. Maybe it will be a mantra that you'll use throughout the practice, just coming back to that. I am staying safe by making good decisions and choices. I am accessing my personal power for the good. Maybe keeping it nice and simple so that when I suggest that you return to it, you can say it easily to yourself. And if you forget it, that's okay. You can just trust in the moment that another one will come to you. So here we are standing in Mountain. I just want to say hello to all those friends of mine, yogi friends who have come to my classes, and women at the shelter where I volunteer, and yoga teachers I have studied with, yoga friends and family members who practice yoga and find yoga to be a source of solace. So if you are with me, I am glad to see you. Namaste. So release the hands, just shake out a little bit. Let's just do a little gentle release of tension and energy by letting the arms just swing and just gently tap ourselves, really lifting the heel one at a time. So if you turn right, you lift the left heel. Turn left, you lift the right heel. Just keeping the knees safe. Letting out any sound or sigh. Good. And then slowly letting this resolve, not hurrying it in any way, just taking a moment, let the movement become smaller, more gentle, more subtle, and then slowly just coming back to stillness. So here we are standing in mountain. We're going to move into our warrior series from here. So take a moment and set yourself up on your mat. And I'm going to turn this way and place my right foot forward and my left foot back. So taking a moment to find your right stance so that we have an opening or kind of railroad tracks between the two legs, but the hips are still facing front, which might mean you take your left leg out a little bit further to the side. About a 45-degree angle is suggested, but everybody's anatomy and structure is different, so find what works for you. Trust yourself on that. Generally, the right heel is in line with the left arch, and we're lifting through the navel, through the belly, supporting the back, finding our seat of power in that solar plexus by lifting and opening across the chest, shoulders up, back, and down. And then let's just rock back and forth a little bit, checking your balance, checking to see if both hips are facing directly front, so that we're not twisted in Warrior One. We're actually in alignment, hips facing forward. And the outside of the back leg is stretching, reaching into the earth. The right leg in front. We're now going to pause and just bend and find our position here for Warrior One. Knowing that you can rock in and out of it at any time, listening to your body. So let's take a moment, bend that front knee, and as if I do right now, maybe you need to make an adjustment if you want to go a little lower, if you want to stay a little higher. Adjust as need be to feel comfort in your body and solidity and support and stability. So I'm going to drop down a little bit, and we're not going forward or back, we're dropping down in the center. So stretching the legs apart, side to side or front to back, in order to allow your body to be centered. Let's breathe here. Inhale into the solar plexus. We'll make our little mudra again by pressing the hands together and then creating a little space so that the two thumbs rest next to each other. And we're making a little triangle, and we'll just take a breath here. So let's inhale and say our mantra. La or Ram. Activating that solar plexus energy one more time. Ram. We'll send it out to others and bring it back to ourselves. Sorry, Buddha, I almost knocked you over. All right, so here we are, Warrior One. Take a moment, feel the right vibration in the solar plexus, and as you feel ready, bring the arms forward, stretching at shoulder height first, lifting up overhead, maybe taking your gaze up toward the sun, up toward the sky, and then as you feel ready, opening and deepening into Warrior One. Spread the fingertips, drop the shoulders, lift through the chest, lift through the navel, lift through the abdominals, and maybe engage the root lock, lifting through the pelvic floor, navel, all the way up to the solar plexus, all the way up to the throat chakra. Breathe into Warrior, gaze forward or up, taking care of your neck. Lift through the heart, open your heart, Send your solar plexus energy through your body and out into the universe. Let's inhale, bring the hands up overhead, and we're coming into Warrior Two. So we're going to exhale, turn to the side, toward your back leg. Keep the front knee over the ankle, knee pointing toward the middle two toes. Outside of the back foot presses into the earth. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And once again, coming into our warrior pose, breathing into, gazing out over the front arm and hand, breathing into the solar plexus, breathing out, stretching the arms long, gazing out into the future, into the world in which you can bring good warrior energy. And we'll chant once more the song of the solar plexus, Ram. So let's inhale. Ram. Let's inhale. Exhale. Make any little adjustments, maybe move the arms a little bit, flow a little bit. And then we'll come back to Warrior Two. We're going to inhale, take the back arm, place it on the thigh, take the front arm, reach out, and then up, and then back over your head, coming into Exalted Warrior. Checking your posture, checking your alignment, checking your balance. You can look up, you can look straight ahead. Breathing and feeling as you stretch into Exalted Warrior. And then let's inhale, slowly coming out of that posture on the exhale. And rocking back and forth a little bit. Pivoting on your front foot and your back foot, coming into wide angle standing posture. Let's come into 5-pointed star. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel the reverberation of those warrior postures. And then we're going to go to the other side. So pivot the left foot. Stretch into your posture for Warrior One, making any adjustments. Pressing your energy through the back of outside foot. Bending the front and just rocking back and forth again a little bit. Rocking back and forth. Oh, I guess it's not going, huh? It's done.